Hi guys, Karen here. Um, just wanted to check in and do a video. I know I haven't done it in a while, and most of my other videos are having to do with weight loss and blood clots and that kind of thing. But today I know that I've been promising to do a story about my adoption that I did 13 years ago with my son at birth. I placed him for adoption, and we'll get to that later. But today I just wanted to come on and talk about something that I don't want to talk about. And I just kind of feel like if I say it out loud, then it's true. Um, but as I've been dealing with blood clots and saddle PE, it's kind of been a chain reaction for me. And um, I was then dealing with iron deficiency and severe anemia. Like my iron was a ferritin level of 2, which is crazy low. And then I had severe anemia because I was placed on Eliquis blood thinners after my blood clots. And I haven't been on blood thinners for probably a good year now. But my periods for the last year and a half have been off the charts. So, super thick bleeding, clots, like huge clots. I thought that it was all really to do with my blood thinners and maybe my blood clots, and I just thought, well, it's all related. And then I just kept having super heavy periods, long periods, and it was just a revolving door. I was having to do iron infusions every 6 months, so 5 iron infusions back to back to back every week for 5 weeks. And I went camping with my parents, and I was bleeding so much that weekend, and my mom is a labor and delivery nurse, and she said, Karen, this is out of control. Like, this is not normal. You have to go and see and check out what is going on. And so I finally did. I set up an appointment to have an ultrasound done, and they did an outside ultrasound of my belly and then a transvaginal ultrasound as well. We found that I had a medium-sized fibroid and a large cyst on one of my ovaries. And then a week later, I went ahead and had a endometrial biopsy done. And just with where the cyst is and the fibroid tumor and everything, they don't really like it. And I've been scheduled for a hysterectomy. I don't want to do. But I also can't be on this ride of my periods being crazy and losing blood and doing iron infusions and being severely anemic and tired, and my brain misfires a lot because my iron is so low that I can't think of words and I can't think of the right thing to say, or I trip over my words, or I say things backwards, and it's just because we can't get my iron under control. That's one of the leading causes of it. The other leading cause is being a moron. But I'm just really frustrated because not only did I place my son for adoption 13 years ago, but now my husband and I, Kyle, have been trying for 3 years, the 3 of the 4 years that we've been married, and we weren't able to get pregnant, and I'm just heartbroken. I just really love a baby of my own, and I would really love to carry a baby, and another baby, I should say. And I know that this is so selfish because a lot of you mommies out there that struggle with infertility and struggle to get pregnant never had that opportunity to carry a baby and to have a baby and have that experience. And so in a lot of ways I feel very selfish. And I'm sorry if that's how this is coming across, but I'm just heartbroken that I can't give Kyle a baby of his own, and that I am 42. It's not like I'm some spring chicken, and it just sucks. So I'm scheduled for surgery for a hysterectomy on the 14th of June. So I'm about 3 weeks away, and I mean, Kyle's so amazing, and he's like, honey, it's okay. We can foster, we can adopt, we can do all kinds of things, and he's so amazing and so supportive. And I know that this has to be done because I've just been in so much pain and so miserable, and my periods have been out of control and out of whack, and I know that this is the right thing for us to do. It's just so final and so heartbreaking. And I'm just pissed, to be honest. I'm just frustrated and I'm sad, and it's such a huge loss for me because if you know me and the kind of person that I am, I've always wanted to be a mom. Ever since I was teeny tiny, I would play house and wanted to be a mom and wanted to, you know, have kids and raise kids and do everything fun with them. And then when I was 26 and I got pregnant with my son, I lived in BYU housing, which, if you're not familiar, is a LDS college, and it's just very frowned upon in the LDS religion if you get pregnant out of wedlock, and their number one thing is, if you're not going to stay with the father, you should look into adoption, and which I did, and his parents are amazing, and they're exactly where he needs to be. But I always thought, like, okay, this is okay. I'll you know, place Charlie where it needs to be, and then when I get married someday, I'll have babies of my own, and it's just not how it's turning out, and I'm just really sad. But it'll be okay. I'm just really mourning this right now, and the YouTube community is amazing because it's a platform where any of us can come. Any of us can come, and you can type words into a bar and get support and love and advice, and we're just all normal people, most of us. We're just looking for support and looking for love and acceptance, and people that are going through the same struggles as we are, because, you know, there's strength in numbers, and there's strength in being able to say, you know what, I know exactly what you're going through. But I'm just sad, and I'm just nervous, and I'm just mostly sad. And I know that's so selfish, and I'm sorry. I don't want it to come off that way. But if you have any advice, if you've had a hysterectomy, or you're dealing with the same things that I'm dealing with, or anything, please reach out and leave me a comment or a cheerleader, I don't know. But I know I'm not the only one that has dealt with this. And I know that there are so many of you out there that deal with infertility and deal with this realization of, this is the best thing that I need to do for my body, even though it's not the best thing to do for my heart at this time. And just the other thing too that kind of gave me solace was when the doctor told me that even if I were to get pregnant, she would not want me as a patient because I'd be such a high-risk pregnancy with my anemia, with my iron, with my blood clots, with everything else that has gone on in my body in the last 5 years. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm 42, I have a lot of underlying conditions, and so it's probably not the best thing, if I could get pregnant either, to do to my body. So thank you for listening, though, if you've made it all the way through. I don't mean to be a ball baby. If you know from any of my other videos, I don't normally cry, but this is hard. Any of you out there that are going through the same thing or something similar, or have done adoption, or have dealt with infertility, I feel you. I love you. We can do it. But thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. I know that for me, when I purge and I talk, it helps. So thank you for listening. And I will see you on the next one, and I promise, I will do an adoption video, because that is such a huge part of my story and such a huge part of why my heart is hurting so bad right now. But I will share that soon. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.